Greetings everyone. This is Trigonometry 3. We've done Trigonometry 1 and 2, and this one is very important to 1 and 2 because by the time you've gone through 1 and 2, it will make it easier for you to understand this part 3. Now, the first one I want to do is on bearing. In bearing, 4 cardinal points is very important, and I want you to know something that anytime you are working, you need to know and have at the back of your mind that the direction from North Pole to East is 90 degrees. And anytime you are walking and what you are drawing is not beyond East direction, it means that your answer must not be more than 90. And if it is from North Pole to South Pole, from North Pole to South Pole is 180 degrees. Anytime you have to do with this direction, your answer must not be more than 180 as long as it's from north to south. Then, if you are working from north to west is 270. Anytime you are working and the direction you are considering is from north to west, your answer must not be more than 270. And if it is beyond west, that is from north to west, and let me say it's a little bit above west, your answer should be more than 270. When you have this at the back of your mind, when you are working, it makes you to have the idea of the correct answer you should get. I want to use this illustration. These we have two locations, A and B. The bearing of A from B, anytime you hear that statement, bearing of A from B, go to the pole B, then move clockwise from the North Pole to the line that joins the two together. If you look at the illustration, now from that direction, so the bearing of A from B is 270. Likewise, the bearing of B from A is from the North Pole of A to the lines that join them together. Therefore, the bearing of B from A is 90. This question is more technical, more than the previous one. Now, when you look at this question, you want to get bearing of A from B and B from A. The bearing of A from B, go to the North Pole of location B, then move clockwise to the lines that join them together. Therefore, the bearing of A from B is 240. You may think that how do I get 240? Because that angle is angle at a point. So I did 360 minus 120, which that is how I get 240. Now, bearing of B from A, I need to get a line, vertical. Usually, by the time the angle on a straight line is 180. So when we have 120 above, below on that line, it will be 60. 180 minus 120. Then this angle is alternate to the angle at A, is alternate to this angle. So the bearing of A from B, I move from North Pole of A clockwise to the lines that join the two together. So the bearing of A from B is 60. Now I want to solve a past paper. And the past paper I'm considering is May-June 2020, paper 4, variant 1, number 7. This is the question. In this question, I want to show that BC is equal to 118.1, correct to one decimal place. Looking at this question, when you look at how can I get BC from here, I think of sine rule and cosine rule. If I use sine rule for this, sine rule will not work. So if I say BC over 72, 80 over what? Or 115 over what? Therefore, I will use cosine rule. So to use cosine rule, I will say BC square is equal to 115 square plus 80 square minus 2 multiplied by 15 multiplied by 80 cos 72. Now, I find the square root of that. Then, if I solve further, I get that one, and the answer I got from my calculator is 118.064. Remember, my answer should be correct to one decimal place. So the final answer will be 118.1. Correct to one decimal place. You need to take note of all those instructions. They are very important. And the second one, I want to calculate angle ABC. You know, in that triangle we have ABC, ACB, and BAC. Now to calculate angle ABC, I think also of sine rule and cosine rule. What we work for this one is sine rule. So I can have BC all over 72 and 115 all over sine B. Now, in this place, I want you to know something. It is wrong for you to use, BC is 118.1. It's wrong for you to use 118.1 to proceed this calculation. Your answer will not be accurate, and the accuracy of your answer is very paramount. Therefore, what do? Anytime you use your calculator to get that BC, immediately you type square root that have up there, and you get your answer. Calculator, immediately you press equal sign, calculator automatically store. If you want to, if you press AC, you have your calculator, you will wipe the screen, then press answer button. That answer will recall. So what do? The answer you got when you calculate BC before you approximate is already inside your calculator. Assuming you have not done anything after that, what we do here is like when you cross multiply. I will have used that in this video, but for clarity, so I just put that answer of BC half up there inside that place. But for you, you can do sine is equal to 115 sine 72 all over answer. Just press all over answer, then press equal sign. It will give you this answer. Time B is equal to 0.9264. Then I can find B. B will be arc sign of that value. And I've told you how to do that one. Second, shift sign. It will give you that sign. Then you type 0.9264 in front. Then B will be 67.88. The next question. The bearing of C from A is 147. Find the bearing of A from B. This question needs more attention. So I want you to pay rapt attention to this section. Now, this is the question given to us. Then at A, I have my 4 cardinal points so that I can be able to divide it so that it can be clear. Now, I have 4 cardinal points at A. Then they say that C from A. If you look at C from A, I go from the north pole of A to the line that join A and C together. So that one is 147. Then I have another cardinal point at B. I have another one at C. Now, if you look at this place, from the north pole to the lines that join A and C is 147. So the lower part will be 33. How do I get that one? 180 minus 147. Then this angle is alternate to this angle on C. In AC, that angle C, that angle 33 is alternate. But if you look at that place very well, that is not the entire ACB. It still remains small portion there. Remember that BAC is 72. ABC 67.88 I got previously. Now, when I have to have two values, then it means that ACB or BCA will be 180 minus, when I added 72 and 67.88 together, minus 180 will give me 40.12. When I added 72 and 67.88 together and subtract from 180, I get 40.12. So that 40.12 is the entire ACB or BCA. Now that small portion then will be 40.12 minus 33, which will give me 7.12. This 7.12 is alternate to this angle at B. Is alternate to this angle at B. So it means that that angle at B is also 7.12. Now, I can answer the question now that A from B will be from A to the line that joins A and B together. So from the north pole clockwise to the line that join them together, from that north pole to the south pole is 180. Then that small portion, which is 7.12, then the angle ABC. When I add together, I will get bearing of A from B, which is equal to 255. The next question. This is the second part of question C, the bearing of B from C. Now I have the triangle, the original question, then I have my 4 cardinal points at A. Then the line from the north pole to the line that join A and C, 147, which already given. I have my 4 cardinal points at B, my 4 cardinal points at C. Then this remaining part of angle A is 33. I explained that one earlier, which is alternate to this angle. Now, the angle C, the entire angle C is 40.12 that I explained earlier on. So the bearing of B from C is, when you go to C, from the north pole of C to the line that join B and C together, that is the point. It's equal to 40.12 minus 33. And my answer is 7.12. So the bearing of B from C is 7.12. This is another question. Mitchell takes 35 seconds to run from A to C. Calculate the average running speed in kilometers per hour. Speed is equal to distance over time. From the question, the time is 35 seconds. Note the unit. When you are solving this type of question, note the unit. It's very important. The distance AC from the original question, 115 meters. Now, speed is equal to 115 over 35. So you do 115 over 35 multiplied by 3,600 divided by 1,000. Another way you can use to solve this one, you can convert that 115 meter to kilometer, which is equal to 115 divided by 1,000. Convert 35 seconds to hour, which is equal to 35 over 60 times 60, which is equal to 35 over 3,600. If you divide the two, this is what we get. 115 over 35 multiplied by 3,600 over 1,000. When you do that, this is the final answer. Note that the speed 115 over 35 is meter per seconds. So, and the instructions say that you must find it in kilometer per hour. So in kilometer per hour, the correct answer is 111.83. Now, this question is saying, calculate the shortest distance from point B to AC. This is the question. The shortest distance from point B to AC is a line from B to AC. But to get the shortest distance, it must form angle 90 with AC. When it forms angle 90 with AC, then that's the shortest distance. So to do that one, you know that he has divided the entire question to 2 right angles. Then one right angle, I have enough parameter where I have 80, 72, and that line from B to AC. So I can think on my SOHCAHTOA because now I'm dealing with right angle triangle. In this place, I have that line BC, let me call it K. So I have line K, I have 80 meter and angle 72. So I can use, because that K is opposite, that 80 meters is hypotenuse. So opposite and hypotenuse, that is so. So I will use sine 72 is equal to K over 80. So K is equal to 80 multiplied by sine 72. Pressing this in your calculator, you get K is equal to 76.8 meters. This is everything about this question. I want you to try to watch it over and over again so that you have full grasp of it. And haven't got this one clearly, try to lay your hand on more questions as much as possible for better mastery.